Hello and welcome to another Excel demo with Rich Kerr. In this scenario, we're going to use the VLOOKUP function to extract data from the data set on the left. So we've got a very small data set here with some order numbers, products, salespeople, and locations. So if you want to take a moment and set up some sample data for yourself, pause the video, set that up, and then we'll start with our formula and our lookup value in column F. Okay, so let's say that it's my intention to look up order number 7. So I will type 7 here. And as a side note, I've got those numbers formatted in column A to show 2 digits. So the VLOOKUP will work even though the formats of the numbers are different, just having a single digit for my lookup value, but that's equal to the value of 7. Okay, I'm going to expand my column G just a bit. And in G2, I'll start with my VLOOKUP. So I will do equals VLOOKUP, which by the way stands for vertical lookup. So the VLOOKUP function needs a lookup value, which I've got in cell F2, and then comma to move to the next part of the function. And the next part is the table array or range where the data should be looked up. So in my scenario, in this example, that would be A2 through D11. Now, I frequently like to use named ranges for my VLOOKUP source data, but in this example, we'll just go with a traditional formula that has the range mentioned with its cell addresses, A2 through D11 in this case. Comma, and it is the third part of the VLOOKUP formula that sometimes trips people up because you have to know the column number rather than the column letter that you're retrieving. So in this case, with such a small data set, it's easy for me to see that if I'm looking for salesperson, that's the third column in my range where I'm doing the lookup. And finally, I have to indicate whether or not this is an approximate match or an exact match. So in this case, we're doing an exact match. Had I gone with an approximate match, let's suppose that order number 7 didn't exist in my data. And if I used approximate match and tried to look up 7, and if it didn't exist, but 6 did, I would get the result for 6. And that could be bad. So when you have something very specific to look up, like an ID number, or a customer number, or an order, we want to use an exact match. And we'll do a different video for the case for an approximate match. So false for exact match. We're in essence saying false or no, we don't want an approximate match. Close paren and enter, and we can see that the salesperson for order number 7 is Albert. And now if I change to say order number 9, then that is Larry, or order number 3, and that's Tina. And that is the standard VLOOKUP function. Key to remember is that the value you're looking up, in this case 3, must be found in the leftmost column of the range that you've specified in your formula. So if the value of 3 could not be found in column A, as my range starts in column A, then the formula will not work. So that's a key thing to remember about your VLOOKUP. The value being sought must be found in the leftmost column of the range you specify. That's it. I hope you find this helpful. Have a productive day. Come back soon.